Okay, we're jumping straight in today with something that really sent ripples through reality TV recently. We're talking Love Island USA Season 7. If you were watching, you definitely saw it, Cierra Ortega's incredibly sudden exit. I mean, 1 minute she's there, solid couple, the next, gone. So today we're doing a deep dive into the sources around that whole situation. We're really focusing on the reported reasons for why she left so abruptly, and maybe more importantly, the public reaction, which was, well, intense and really divided. We want to get beyond just what happened and look at why it matters, you know?
Especially for how we all consume and react to public figures these days.
Exactly. And that's really our mission here. This isn't just like one reality contestant story. It's actually a perfect case study. It shows that really complex interplay between public opinion and things people did in the past resurfacing, and just how incredibly fast the consequences can hit in today's media world. So we'll pull out the key details, some surprising stuff too from the material you gave us, just to help you get the whole picture. Okay, let's get into the immediate facts then. Cierra Ortega, her departure was episode 30, Love Island USA Season 7. And the show's narrator, Ann Sterling, gave the official line. He said her exit was because of a personal situation, which, let's be honest, is pretty vague, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially for Love Island.
Oh, it's totally vague, yeah. That statement, it left a lot hanging. And what the sources show, and what fans pretty much immediately believed, was that it all pointed back to this old social media post from 2015. Apparently, in that post, Ortega used a racial slur, one targeting Chinese people. And this wasn't some quiet whisper, it just exploded online, right?
Exploded and instantly linked to her disappearance from the show.
Exactly.
And inside the villa. What was the immediate effect there, especially on Nick, her partner?
Right, that's a key part of it. Nick, her partner, was visibly just left hanging. The sources say he was uncertain, kind of isolated.
Yeah.
And they were, closed off officially together. That's what the sources mentioned. So her just vanishing like that, it hit him hard. The show itself never confirmed that specific reason, the post. But yeah, fans online, they made the connection instantly, loudly.
Yeah.
It just shows how fast that external online stuff can directly impact what happens inside that curated villa environment.
And that speed, that online reaction, leads us right to the next point.
Yeah.
How incredibly mixed the response was. I mean, the sources really lay out how divided people were. It says a lot. You basically had two main camps, right? On one side, you had a lot of people saying, yep, good call, supporting the network's decision, seeing it as the right thing to do, swift action needed. But then you had this whole other group arguing, wait, intent matters here, calling what she did back in 2015 ignorant, maybe, but not malicious, that classic debate.
It is, yeah. And when you dig into those arguments defending her, some people really focused on the date 2015. That's, almost a decade ago. Their point was, look, it was a long time ago. Maybe she didn't intend harm then. Maybe it was just youthful ignorance, a different time in her life, that kind of thing.
Okay, but there's always that worry, isn't there? That this kind of instant reaction, this cancel culture idea, might ignore context or personal growth. Did the sources touch on that side?
Yeah, some of the defense arguments definitely raise that. The danger of a pile-on, arguing that one mistake from years ago shouldn't just end things for someone now, especially if there wasn't clear malice behind it. But the counter-argument was just as strong, maybe stronger in some circles. A lot of people pushed back hard on that defense. They basically said, look, repeated use of the slur warranted her removal. Full stop. Didn't matter how old the post was.
Right. For them, the age didn't excuse it.
Exactly. The impact is still there. The action was necessary now.
It really does force this difficult question on all of us, doesn't it? How do we weigh someone's digital past against what happens today? Especially when public opinion gets so loud and powerful in deciding those outcomes. It's a tricky ethical spot we're in.
And let's widen the lens a bit. Within Love Island USA Season 7 itself, what's really striking, and the sources point this out, is that Cierra's removal wasn't even the first one this season over racial issues.
That's right. It's not isolated. People might remember earlier in the season, Yulisa Escobar was also ejected. That was for using the N-word in, I think it was a Recircus podcast clip.
Wow. So Cierra's situation was actually the second time this happened. Same season. Racially charged content leading to removal.
Yeah. It definitely highlights a pattern, or at least a recurring issue that productions are having to react to very publicly.
So for us watching at home, what does this signal? What's changing in reality TV? Is there a fundamental power shift happening? I think the sources make a crucial point here. Cierra's exit, especially coming after Ulysses, is, and I'm quoting roughly here, another reminder that public opinion now plays a major role in shaping a contestant's fate. What's really eye-opening is the sheer speed of it all. how quickly public outrage online can essentially force a network's hand. Maybe even faster than their own crisis comms teams can properly respond.
It's like the internet is almost another character in the show now, isn't it? Digging up the past.
Sort of, yeah. Or maybe like an immediate, very vocal judge and jury. The audience, armed with screenshots and hashtags, becomes this instant force. They're not really waiting for the network to deliberate anymore. In some ways, they're setting the terms in real time. That's a huge shift in power that, probably wasn't imaginable even a few years ago.
The audience isn't just passive anymore. They're actively shaping the narrative.
Exactly, participating, directing almost.
Which brings us back to the main takeaway from this deep dive, really. How incredibly fast past actions, dug up online and fueled by public opinion, can lead to these huge immediate consequences, especially in that reality TV spotlight.
And maybe a final thought to leave you with, something to chew on. In this age where everything online feels permanent and public opinion is so potent, what responsibility do we have as that collective audience, and how we contribute to these outcomes for people, individuals living under that public microscope? It's definitely something worth thinking about next time you're scrolling.